Hello, and welcome. Silrace here with Support Sunday. So I woke up with blood coming out of my nose, so I guess it's a good morning to make a video. That has to be some kind of an omen, right? Anyway, if you look at the scoreboard here, you realize that this is an older video. This is an older footage. Not older video, but older footage. And that is for a reason, because there has been a break from the Support Sunday, so I feel like I have to talk a little bit. So this is going to be a very different Support Sunday from the normal ones where I talk about the gameplay and stuff. I'm not going to talk so much about the gameplay here. I'm going to talk about all the other things in relation, and also the reason why I'm going to keep Support Sunday in the channel. Actually, let's tackle that out of the way right now. The first thing to do, huh? So, I was seriously considering whether I'm going to keep the Support Sunday series alive on the channel. Because, well, the honest truth though is, I am a variety gamer. I play a whole lot of different games anyway. So, I want my channel to represent that, at least somewhat. And, well, I happen to still enjoy Heroes of the Storm quite a bit. Why not? Well, then why not make some videos of Heroes of the Storm? Because I happen to enjoy it. But also, I happen to enjoy playing support. It doesn't matter if that support is in various MOBA games like Heroes of the Storm, but also in healers in MMORPGs, or on any other game where I can play a similar kind of character. I happen to always enjoy it. It's something I gravitate towards. I don't tend to be the kind of a flashy player who has to be able to, you know, top the damage charge or whatnot. I actually very much enjoy when through my play, which basically most people will not notice, not pay any attention to that kind of play, and through that kind of a play, I empower my teammates to be able to do whatever it is they were doing, whatever they got done. And that is the kind of stuff I really enjoy. I enjoy playing that invisible force multiplier to make everything and everybody better. It is fun for me. Not everybody likes that kind of stuff, but I do. I really do. So, Heroes of the Storm stuff stays alive on the channel in the form of Support Sunday, at least for now. If I add more Heroes of the Storm content, then that might come by itself again. It depends a little bit. I might not. Depends a little. So, anyway, supports. I do really love supports in Heroes of the Storm. Oh my gosh, do I love the supports in Heroes of the Storm. I mean, I have played all of the MOBA games. No, I think I skipped like some of the very obscure ones. But I played original Dota. Well, actually not too much, but I played original Dota. I played a lot of League of Legends as a support main. I played Dota 2 as a support main. I played Smite as a support main. Heroes of New Earth, however you pronounce that one. HON anyway. I played that as well. It's interesting, and I always loved the support. But in this game, in Heroes of the Storm, I feel like the supports are actually the best, at their best. You know, and there is some good body blocking until I get stunned and had to stop the body blocking. Anyway, Rhaegar is all about body blocking. If you have played Rhaegar, or if you are trying to play Rhaegar, remember the body block bangs. So, as I said, to me, the most fun I have ever had in MOBA genre games as a support is in Heroes of the Storm. Simply because there is no item system, there is no gold. You don't have to give up essentially gold to your carries all game long for them to actually be able to carry things, and you are actually able to do other things than being one-shotted at the end of the game, huh? So, because that is something I always disliked about. Like, you can do a whole lot of different plays, and there is that that mindset of like being able to do the most with whatever you happen to have. You know, with what you happen to have available to you at that time. You are probably the person with the least items, the weakest character in the team, and being able to do the most with while at that stage, essentially, is kind of fun on itself in many other moments, like League of Legends and whatnot, especially come late game where you are definitely very much weaker than the top laners and mid laners and junglers and so forth. Although jungler does usually share some of this issue with the, well, with the support. But none of that happens in Heroes of Storm. XP is shared across the team, so you are always the exact same level as the rest of your team. That obviously simply means that you are on the same power level as the rest of your team. Granted, you don't do same amounts of damage as the rest of your team because you don't have 3 different damage abilities on your ability bar. You have support stuff there, you have heals and so forth. But even then, you can still do damage and you can still take damage, and that is the big key here. I can actually play many supports in a kind of aggressive way, which I can't really do in many other MOBAs, because I will simply be blown to bits in very short amount of time, because of lack of items and typically also being the, well, lowest in levels on the team. Not so here, which is why I really enjoy playing support in Heroes of the Storm. Of course, I can understand that this is this might be a little less interesting to somebody who really enjoys playing carries and stuff. It might be a little bit harder to carry here by like truly snowballing the game out and then just destroying the enemy team because you are so far ahead in gold and XP and whatnot than the rest of this stuff. While support players, obviously, like me, obviously really enjoy this, huh? So that's how it goes. Anyway, that's just how I feel about this particular thing in essence, because it makes it fun here for me personally, fun to play a support hero in Heroes of the Storm. I really love that. Of course, there are some disadvantages to that. It's like you don't have the kind of and also that was really bad main heal there because well. I mean, the Kel'Thas was not in danger of dying. I looked at it way wrong of where all the burst was about to go, but it wasn't actually aimed at the Kel'Thas. So anyway. Some bad plays there here by me. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. It's something you have to just accept and move on after all. So, the same, not just your mistakes, but the mistakes of somebody else. Everybody makes positioning mistakes and gets killed at some point or another. And this is why I love Rhaegar. This is why I love Rhaegar. The first character in the game I actually got Mastery Skin with, and level 10 and Mastery Skin with, because I just love Rhaegar, alright? It's like, he might not be the, well, most commonly meta game wise currently as a support. I just still love playing Rhaegar because he's fun. I really like him. So yeah. Because sometimes it's about that actually. When you're playing for yourself, when you're playing for funsies and stuff, it is also about what you find fun, not only about what is the best. And some people always forget that. Because frankly, comes to play the mindset that if you are having fun, you are probably doing better than if you are not having fun, you are just trying to play what is best and most overpowered at the time. Because might not be so good at playing at that thing, so then you might not be having too much fun with it. And then obviously not getting frustrated faster. That is a truth matter, or not truth matter, but true thing, which goes for basically every game. And Feral Lunge, that ability is basically the reason I play Rhaegar. Because I still love Feral Lunge. It is, and even after all the changes which has happened since I played this particular game, which what you are seeing on the background, I mean, supports have changed a lot in Heroes of the Storm over time. There are a couple support heroes which haven't basically changed much. Like Uther is one of those. Like his abilities haven't changed too much over time. But then again, there are supports who have changed dramatically over time, like Tassadar. Tassadar and Tyrande were two supports where you were more of a hybrid. You were more of a damage dealer and a support hero at the same time. But then they also like really tuned those heroes up, because obviously game treats them as a support, and if you cannot support very well on them, then you just don't do very well on them. If you are end up being the solo support, obviously. So now Tassadar is very much capable of being a solo support. Tyrande is very much capable of being solo support as well. It is very, very nice. But these days there are so many viable support heroes that I absolutely love it. Personally, I absolutely love it. I have so many choices of things I can do and play and so on. And one-man mosh pit is kind of hilarious. But unfortunately the rest of my team ran away entirely, so there is not crazy much I can do there. Yeah. Oh well. Tried too hard to save and got myself killed. Is actually kind of well, the problem with mindsets of the support mains often enough is like I can save everybody. I find that in myself often, and I have to hold back on it. It's like, okay, that guy is dead. I cannot actually save that. And spend my time doing something else, because mobile games are also about time management. Actually, there is only so much time you have to finish a game. There's only so much things you can do within the time you have in the game. And if you're making really horrible decisions all game long, as in positioning wise, like I am here, the rest of the team is there, so forth, and such, then you might very much be throwing the game simply on those decisions. And I really just walked straight into the stun, but at least they put the stuns up in a horrible fashion by the rest of the team. And yeah, I am using level Earth Shield on level 7, and I know many people don't like that talent. Personally, I still do. I still do like Earth Shield, because it gives more survivability to me and my teammates. I'm just trying to body block for Kel'Thas, but it doesn't really work out here. It is a shame though that they nerfed Brightwing still a little too hard. I mean, okay, Brightwing is coming back to the scene. People are again figuring out how to play Brightwing. But like now, after the massive nerfs she got, it's like seriously massive nerfs Brightwing got. But well, and that is actually the first time I have seen triple tap worth something, which is kind of funky. People still pick it up. It's not very good. I'm sorry, all you Nova players, but triple tap is not a good heroic ability. I'm sorry. You have a global, essentially global freaking damage ability, area effect damage ability on your repertoire as the second heroic, which you can drop, and which doesn't suffer from any kind of line of sight issues or anything else. You can just drop it into the freaking darkness without needing to see anybody. It is absolutely insanely crazy, especially for, you know, big team fights in small areas, such as on this map where you are fighting over tributes. It is really good. And then people still go triple tap. It is kind of weird. I don't get it. But this is about supports and not Novas. Even though I personally kind of like the Nova playstyle as well, I just don't claim to be very good at it. I just happen to like it. So that was very nice ancestral healing there by the person, and come on, get in range of him. And then that is another thing people always seem to make mistakes on. When they are being chased, they turn around to fire off abilities. That is something really bad to do. Just keep walking. When you stop to use an ability, when you stop to use one of your abilities, well, your hero stops moving. That means you are being caught up on. And that is really bad. You don't want that if you want to survive by walking away. You should never use abilities for it. You should just keep going. Keep on walking, keep on trucking onwards, and if we can get this Kerrigan kill, that is really good. We are actually ahead in XP, good. 4 enemies are dead. This is a point where we should be pushing things down, but since team is like kind of split on where it's going, I'm gonna go and defend keep. Because can keep the keep alive, which sounds kind of weird to say. Then we might have a keep advantage, as in the rest of the team pushes back the keep. And why does Nova come to, you know, defend is kind of beyond me, because Nova is not very good at clearing waves. That's fine. I'm gonna go and do a camp. This is another reason I really like Rhaegar. Because of the lightning shield, you can actually do this stuff by yourself just fine. Although I do believe at this point I was mostly looking at the minimap, which is why I wasn't using the feral lunge. Anyway, one of the two, which is the level 13 talent, to deal more damage to these minions. So I was like keeping an eye on the minimap to see where I need to go next. And I get really lucky. That was very lucky. The tribute is down here. Okay, granted, the last tribute was on top, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's on this side here. So yeah, got really lucky on that. And then there is a lone Kerrigan in middle of nowhere again. Which is kind of good for us, because at this late in the game, you should never be anywhere completely and utterly alone. Okay, granted, the Kerrigan has Brightwing on the team, but still, if we just catch them up and destroy them, that's kind of okay-ish, you know? That is kind of dead Kerrigan, and I can go body block him and stuff. Or her, rather. Always get confused. Anyway, let's take another camp. Actually, camp which does stuff, hopefully. And there is another tribute. At this point, these tributes are, well, while I can't say they are insignificant, at least this one doesn't get either team a curse. So it doesn't matter that much if we lose it. You can very easily on this map just bypass the first tribute, keep on laning and so forth. And here is a triple tap which didn't manage to kill somebody. I unfortunately burned my heal on Kael'thas. I thought he was in much more danger than he was. I should have burned it on the Zeratol here, because that way we would be able to continue push, because both the Kael'thas and Zeratol would have been much higher on the health. And this is actually, by the way, this is actually pre-Void Prison range nerfs as well. So for this footage here, which makes it kind of funky as well, because Zeratul has also changed from what it is here. One reason why I wanted to use this footage for now, anyway, because I haven't played Heroes of the Storm too much, so it is nice to look back on, like, okay, this is how the game was a while ago. It was actually quite short while ago. And it has changed even from this. It has changed quite a bit. There are new maps which came in rather short order, and so on. But this game is kind of over. I mean, we are on the enemy core, and so forth. But so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and next week I'm going to have some proper support gameplay. Well, not like this isn't proper support gameplay, but this isn't like current era gameplay. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening.